just amazing. And you mentioned being one of the first performers, the first female Omani performers. For example, if there's anyone out there who's interested in doing what you do you have advice for women maybe who'd like to try something new? Do you have any advice to share with them?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the reason, or the main reason as to why women specifically in the region, from what I've been told and also just from my experience and seeing how people have been in the scene, the reason as to why they don't pursue it is like a fear-based thing. It's fear-based on their families and what they would think and their family name, and it's just a whole reputation game. The reason that I had so much support is because my father, being Armani, he's a very open-minded guy, and I feel as though our communication is like amazing, and he's been very open to the idea of me pursuing music full-time and going to college for music. But it's really just, for me, being able to have like a good foundation with your parents and like good communication with that, because yeah, it's the fear of what your family would think. So I would say, like, end of the day, you can't always just make your parents, like, you can't always do what your parents want you to do, end of the day. But I think a step in the right direction is trying to explain, at least try to get them to understand. And if not, finding a community of people who are like-minded and having that be your, like, chosen family in that sense.
Beautifully said. One last question before we jump into the game. We're gonna play What Gives Emaan the Ick shortly, but any upcoming projects that you can share? I know that once you go back to LA, you're gonna start hosting more events for MENA region artists. Can you talk a little about that and any upcoming music? Give us the exclusive.
Oh my gosh, yes, you guys hear it here first. But yeah, eventually when I go to LA, like I said, I'm very community-based, community-oriented, and I just moved to LA about a little over a year ago. And when I was out there, one of my main goals was to try to find my group of community of like Middle Eastern, North African art, not just artists, but like people, creatives. And being out there just in that time, I've come to find a lot of people who are like raised in the States most of their life, but their parents are like Egyptian or their parents are Persian or along those lines, and they feel as though culturally somewhat they've been like, yes, integrated
sidelined.
And yes, sidelined for sure, or feel as though they've just not been able to tap into their culture fully, or some of them have never even been to the country in which their parents are from. And so because I was raised in Oman most of my life, I was able to be integrated into that culture, and meeting all these people and like being able to speak Arabic with them to like the best of our abilities is just a nice way to be able to, you know, feel like at home. But also it's a cool way because I'm also like a third culture kid at the same time. So being able to share those differences and share those struggles with each other, and basically, I want to throw parties for these people.
For the misfits. We just want to fit in.
Can we all just like, let's just have a good time. Just have a good time. That's all I want to do.